Hello my YouTube world, Johnny Mow coming to you today. Wanted to come back to this same lawn after 1 week. I cut this, as you know, last Wednesday. And let's see where we're at this week. I can't even make this up. It's a foot high at the upper blade limits. It's a 1 foot high, and that's after 1 week. So last week it was 10. This week it is a foot high. It's only 1 week. They're probably growing about 1.5 inches a day right now. The temperatures are perfect, although we did have a nice little 90 spell. And this grass here, a lot of people ask me what kind of grass this is. So this is 2 different blends of a mix here. This front lawn and this front lawn are fine fescue and bent grass. Bent grass is the stuff they put on golf courses that you can cut really, really low, but you got to keep on it. You got to cut it, fertilize it, and make sure it's fully watered. What happens here in the spring at the ideal temperatures, which is around 70 to 75 degrees, it just pumps full of chlorophyll and it'll stand straight up in the air, and it gets real thick, and it's hard for it to dry out because it's so thick down in the root systems. Like if you get down in there, way down in there, you can see it's just full of moisture. It's holding moisture down there. And what happens is when it gets about 80 and above for about a couple weeks, it'll start folding over. So it makes it really hard to suck it up and cut it. It'll just fall down. Since that 90 degrees came, you can see this little patch right here. It's folding over because of that 90 degrees. What's going to happen is it's going to stop pumping that chlorophyll so hard, and it's not going to grow straight up in the air anymore. It'll just fall down. So this is where this grass becomes a really challenging thing for the summer, because you need to have a high vac deck, and there's not too many of those high vac decks like the X-Mark, the Toro. You have to change your blades with the Ferris. You have to go back to the factory blades to get that high lift to make this to get the vac that you need to cut it. So that's the problem grass. This is why this grass here in the Northeast is having so much of an issue. If this was Kentucky blue or rye, it really wouldn't be that big of a deal. It does grow fast, but it's cuttable. You can double cut it or even single cut those blades of grass, because the Kentucky bluegrass is a wider bladed grass, whereas the fine fescue is very needle fine, and the bent grass is just an issue right now. So that's my time, guys. I'll give you a before and after, give you a shot here, what's going on here, and then we'll get it cut and we'll see what it looks like after we're done. Johnny Mow coming to you today with a follow-up. This is it. Double cut Toro Z Master 3000 series. Over a foot tall here. This one here was over a foot tall. Double cut, that's it. Let's go over here. It's the lawn remeasured. It's cut at 3 1/4. Look at this. Beautiful look. No grass laying anywhere. You got some helicopters. So let's go over a couple things here. Some things that I'm noticing. Okay, so the helicopters are falling. You can see them all through the lawn. See, that's a mulch bed. So if you mulch, look how many helicopters are on that roof. So if you mulched last week before Memorial Day, which I did, which I don't like to do, now you come back this week and you got helicopters everywhere. So in about 2 or 3 weeks, you're gonna be sitting here picking up weeds. Look, they're just falling everywhere. It's just disgusting. That's why mulching and mowing just don't go together, guys. They just don't. It stinks. So just wanted to give you a view. Single cut the back, single cut that up there. Double cut this front, double cut this back. I actually had to double cut that back, but double cut this front, and that back. Single cut back, single cut all that whole lawn. So let's go in the trailer. No bagging. Look, guys, no bagging at all. You saw it, you measured, it got measured. So let me answer a couple questions. Johnny, why do you keep buying and selling mowers, Johnny? Why? Why do you keep doing this, Johnny? You keep buying the same mowers back of it. All right, guys, let me explain this to you. So dealers right now, they're really not going to let you just take a mower. So let's try this again. So dealers aren't going to let you take a mower, put 100 hours on it, and let you go through the paces. This is the time right here that you want to demo a mower. You don't want to demo a mower like 4 weeks ago when the grass was barely growing, and every mower does good in that. This is the time to demo a mower, but it's hard to get them to let you demo a mower like that. So I said, screw it. I'm just going to buy a mower. I'm going to put 100 or so hours, 200, 300, 400 hours. The least I like a mower, the less the hours I put on it. The least I try to at least put 100 hours on it. At least get through some hydro changes, a couple oil changes, make some money. I like to, on the F210Z, I tried to make about $16,000 on it. I sold it for $1,000 less than what I bought it for. And so to me, I made money on that deal. So that's the whole purpose. I want to go through the paces of a mower until I find a mower that I like. F2100Z, it had some nice features to it. I hated the hydraulics. I hated changing the hydraulics. That was a big minus. So it's gone. You know what I mean? So I bought another one of these. Why? So I can play with it out here. Am I going to keep it? I don't know. Look what a good job it's doing though. This is why I do it until I find one. I put 75 hours on that Skag. Didn't like changing the blades. Absolutely sucked. Didn't like the quality of cut. I was done with it. I took it back. I actually took an $800 loss on that mower just to get rid of it, but I put 75 hours on it. So it is what it is. So now we're back with this 3000. So far I like, there's one thing I don't like. I'm going to play around with it until I fix it. But it's comfortable. The seat is absolutely phenomenal. The frame has a lot of shake in it when you're going over some bumpy grounds. So it's a little hard when you've been on a Ferris. So that's why I do it, because you're not going to you only live once, guys. You only live once. You're in business. You want to enjoy yourself. You want to enjoy a nice machine. Don't stick with a machine you don't like. Get the machine, make some money on it. If you don't like it, sell it for $1,000 less and get rid of it and move into something that may be better for you. Well, how do you know if you don't try? How do you know if you're going to like something or something cuts better for you? I could have been stuck using that Skag because, I bought it. It was $11,800. I got stuck with it. Heck no, I got rid of it. I'm not going to sit there and cut this lawn 5 times. Here's another thing. Got these new weed eaters called FCO. FCO, what is it? This 2210S. They're so light. They are light. I like light. I don't like having to carry around a big weed eater when it's 90 degrees out, sweating, and these are the lightest. Excuse me. One more time. These are the lightest weed eaters I've ever owned. How would I know unless I try them? So I went and bought 2. If they don't work out next year, I sell them. I sell them for $100 less than what I paid for them, and they lasted me. Oh, come on, guys. Just live life. Just sell the stuff if you don't like it. Try different stuff. Don't get sucked in. Unless your brand is the brand and you absolutely love it, it works for you, then do it. Then it doesn't matter. But for me, I went from bagging to this. Look, there's no grasses, no clumps. I don't have to walk, it is what it is, grows a foot, it's been raining all week, it's wet, blah, blah, blah. No, you get the mower to do the job right. The customer shouldn't have to live with that. That's on you. You signed up to do the lawn. You know it's gonna rain. Hey, that's just my thinking. Guys, that's my time. Again, that mulch job I mulched last week is gonna be covered in helicopters. So in about 3 weeks from there, you're gonna be picking out little tree saplings. There'll be like 1,000 of them in there because it's fresh mulch, beautiful seed. Oh, this is my least favorite time of year. But guys, that's why I do what I do. John, you keep switching mowers all the time, blah, blah, blah. I'm finding the one that is the best for me, the one that I like, the one I can't wait to get on, the one that, you know, when you know you got a tough day ahead of you, like, I got the Toro, no sweat. You're gonna enjoy yourself. You know what I mean? It's great on gas. I already changed the hydros once in another one. I already know it's a piece of cake. I don't have to dread it. I'm like, it's not gonna be a 3.5 hour process. The seat, the rubber isolated mounts on the bottom, they slide back and forth. The seat has a lot of carry in it, so my back doesn't hurt. Man, is that nice, guys. That is just nice. There is one issue. That side over there likes to dig in a little bit when you're on a hillside. So I've leveled the deck 3 times now. It's perfectly leveled. It's 1/4 inch pitched from front to back. I've got that all the way down to the 3-inch mark, and I've got the tires up to 15, and I don't really want to take it up to 20 because you'll lose some hillside stability. But this is beautiful on hills, so I'm just trying to see why that digs in a little bit. Digs in a little bit on the side of the hill. So if I start on the bottom of a hill and I work my way up the hill, that side digs in. So guys, that's my time. Hope you enjoyed this video. It's lunchtime. I'm gonna take a nice little break, eat some lunch in the truck, play some music, and just enjoy the rest of the day, because to be honest with you, I've got another 6 lawns that are gonna look just like that. So fortunately, I have this bad boy, which is gonna help me out a lot. Bye.